Start with Oakland State.
Okay. Wow. What a game, huh? I don't know in my coaching career if we've ever won a game where we ever only scored 59 points. That's kind of not what we're about. I give UIC a ton of credit. It was, what a game. I mean, back and forth, and tremendous intensity, and a lot of poor shooting, and maybe because of the defense, a lot of contact, a lot of rebounds. You know, the last play on our end, there was a ton of contact and no call, and at the other end, they were consistent. A ton of contact and no call. So I don't know if either coach can complain about it. I mean, we can complain, but I think it was consistent. So I could have been yelling and screaming there was contact on Martez's shot, and maybe on their, I don't know. But it was a really good basketball game for the Horizon League. You saw a lot of athletes out there. You saw a young team that is really going to be good. UIC is really going to be good, and we saw it firsthand tonight.
Talk about their defense a little bit. They held Martez to 11 under his average and only one field goal.
Yeah, I mean, they guarded him. They took his spots away. They frustrated him a little bit. I mean, what did he shoot? 2 air balls. He had a shot go in and come out, and I think that frustrated him. I think Martez was very frustrated, and I think they really got into us. They held, I'm going to say they held us and things like that, and they did, but that's how the game was being called. So we probably should have done the same thing. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that's what happened, and I think it was a very physical game, and I think that their defense was outstanding. I mean, if we're going to take credit for holding them to 27%, we should give them credit for holding us to 34%. I mean, I think it was a very, very intense defensive game. And when you have shot blockers at both ends of the floor, it's kind of entertaining. I was told we set a Horizon League record tonight with 18 blocks. So I think that's a different kind of game to watch, and it was fun to watch, I'm sure.
There was that commotion in the handshake line at the end of the game. What exactly?
Yeah, one of our players in the emotion, if that same thing had been at this end and we thought maybe there was a foul, I'm sure there'd be emotion. And one of our players said something he shouldn't have said. I've taken care of it. I told the UIC staff I'll take care of it. Our player didn't mean anything by it. He just, emotion, it was an emotionally charged game, and sometimes handshakes probably should take place before the game and then later after everybody's calmed down. But that's not protocol. So I made sure we discussed it in the locker room, and I told their staff that that's not who we are, and we'll handle it. And so everything was cool.
The 18 blocks, like you said, Horizon League record, also most by anyone in more than 5 years in Division I. And this team in general has been much better defensively than in the past, in terms of your efficiency numbers at least. And has that been for you coaching-wise in terms of?
Well, it's different. It's different. We've been a very high-powered offense. We led the nation in scoring last year. But this is how we're going to win. And, my job as the coach is to figure out how you can best play to win. And at our level, you can't just, at Duke, you can do whatever you want because you can recruit the guy to fit that. At our level, you got to recruit the best players you can get, and then play to how they play. This team, you can see the athleticism, the length, the ability to shot block. You can see those things in us. You can also see some bonehead offense at times. So the key for us is to defend and rebound. And that's how this team's going to win. So, I'll argue with anybody. We've got the rap that we don't guard because you lead the nation in scoring. But I'll argue with anybody. Our field goal defense last year, we led the nation in scoring. Our field goal defense was 42. Bad defense is 48, 49, 50. And you can look in this country, and there's a lot of teams at that. This year we're giving up about 0.88 or 0.87 points per possession, which is the best of any team I've ever coached. If we continue that, then I'll be pretty pleased. But everybody's saying, why did you change? Well, I change. Every team's different. This is a team that's going to win with defense, and we understand that. And how we play offense affects that, So we're playing offense. Last year we played at 80 possessions. This year we're playing around 72. So 8 possessions is a big difference. So we've changed the offense too.
Talk about the team defense of UIC, how they were able to stay in the game until the last seconds, basically.
Their defense was outstanding. They were in the gaps. They kept us from getting the ball where we want to get it, and that's really good defense. When you can keep the other team from establishing and getting the ball where you want to get it, and then they frustrate you, and when the ball wasn't going in, we got more frustrated. Jalen Hayes had 19 shots within 3 feet of the rim and only made 9 of them. You're worried about a shot blocker. You're worried about athleticism, and that's what they can be. And as their program grows, their defense with Odiasi in there, and then the other kid, I don't know his name off the top of my head, number 32. Robinson. They've got size and athleticism and length, and you can build a championship team with athletes like that at the defensive end. And they're only going to get better. And to win a basketball game on the road, shooting 34% and only scoring 59 points is a gift. It's a gift, and I'm taking the gift and getting out of here. All right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.